No struggle, no progress. No progress, no success. When the weight of the world get heavy, I rise and I still feel blessed. When the weight of the world get heavy, I rise and I still feel blessed. Through the hurt and the setbacks, through the doubt and the stress, I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. Rise and shine, time to grind, destiny calling on deck. Heart been bruised, pride been bent, but the soul still cut that check. Tired of being tired, man, exhaustion stole too much. Change rolling heavy like a freight train with a God-made touch. Sweat slide, slow down the spine like truth finally breaking loose. Every drop say grow, every breath say choose. Past try holding on like chains with a rusty grip, but the moment I step forward, them links so started to real. This that grown man shift, that enough is enough talk. It's the time to stand tall, whoa. That walk with your talk, whoa. No struggle, no progress, no success. When the weight of the world get heavy, I rise and I still feel blessed. Through the hurt and the setback, through the doubt and the stress, I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. Left the sweets on the counter, left the beef on the plate. Tapped into the earth for the healing, put faith over faith. Vegetables and fruit, start speaking like elders on porches do. Saying son, cleanse that temple, let the real shine through. Stood up from the seat, rose with intention. Grind got a rhythm now, call it heart disease prevention. Each step carry rights page, each step rewrites page. Growth comes slow, then quick, like prayers heard in stage. No struggle, no progress, no success. When the weight of the world get heavy, I rise and I still feel blessed. Through the hurt and the setback, through the doubt and the stress, I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. I keep moving with purpose, cause the Lord ain't done with me yet. Hands locked tight, still rise like a promise kept.
First off, I want to give thanks to the Most High God for this beautiful and blessed day. This is a wrap of week 2, day 7. I decided to go ahead and get the weight training, strength training in earlier today. I want to share a story with you guys, something that I was thinking about while I was on the treadmill this morning. About a couple of chapters back in my life, I used to be a hip hop producer. I had this one artist, very talented dude. Reluctantly took him on to work with him, mentor him, develop him. And this is the last time I was going to do this music thing. So I took him on as an artist. Every day we would work. I would create beats. I would run ideas by him for hooks and just things of what I hear. And he would sit down, he would write. Sometimes things would work out, sometimes things wouldn't. We go back to this drawing board, start with a whole new beat, whole new different concept. And we did that probably about 3 months straight. Every night I would drive him back home. And I would tell him, hey man, look here, you're doing great. You're making progress. I hear it in your delivery. I hear it in your flow. I hear it in the lyrical content. Just keep level-headed. It's gonna work, but you have to stay committed and you have to stay focused on what we're doing here. And he did. 2 months passed by, music started really getting good. And I could see his demeanor change. He started being more sure of himself in the booth. He began to have an aura of confidence that I didn't see when we first started out. About that 3rd month, like I say, dropping him off in the afternoon, I started feeling a shift in his demeanor and personality. First thing I noticed is that he started arriving to the studio with this one close friend of his. Now, mind you, all these sessions were closed sessions. Nobody had heard any of this music outside of he and I. So one day he shows up with this friend of his, and he was so excited about the music. Like I said, his confidence was growing, and he wanted this guy to hear it. So I played a couple of tracks for him. After that, he started showing up, dropping him off every day, and I would take him home still at night. Something was on my heart to hit him with a word of advice. Proceed with caution. I say, hey man, look here. When this music starts to get out, a lot of people who claim to be your friends, they're gonna start coming out of the woodwork, and they're gonna start attaching themselves to you. Because what we're working on and creating in this studio, bro, I hear it, you hear it. And I know your homeboy heard it when he came through it the other day. That's why he been dropping you off every afternoon, every day after that. People are gonna see something, they're gonna wanna gravitate toward what you're doing. You gotta stay level-headed. Don't let the hype overtake the goal. Because people are gonna start coming in and trying to box out what we're creating here in order to feel like they're gonna step in and just take off with you and y'all gonna make it. Every night he would say, yeah, I hear you. So that was, I dropped him off and that was it. I'm going to wrap up this tonight, go make it a long, drawn-out story. I ultimately pulled the plug on the whole project. We had things lined up. We were doing things down in Florida. He was booked to do some things. Even caught the attention of a major record label with a major recording movie star artist out of Atlanta. The executive of that company heard some of his stuff by way of a friend of mine who lived in the A, and they wanted to work with this guy. But he started becoming difficult to work with. Sometimes an investment turns out to be a dud, and this turned out to be a dud. Not in the sense of the talent, but in the sense of the personality. He didn't keep the main thing. People started getting in his head and telling him he was the best thing since sliced bread, and you don't need dog over there, man. Look here, I can grab you and take you. So when they started telling him all them things, I knew they were feeding this guy a bunch of hype and fairy tales. But he couldn't see that because he started believing his own hype and the hype of other people. Where I'm going with this and how it equates to working out, getting in shape, here's what I mean. When you start to lose that first 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds because you stuck to the regiment and everything started popping and working together, and when you notice that you hit a milestone, man, I've lost 20 pounds. I've never lost 20 pounds before just by sticking with what I decided to do and changing my diet. Don't start believing your own hype. Now you could take a day off. Now you could slide in some cakes and desserts here. I'll just work it off later, or I'll double back, or I double up. The minute you take your eye and your focus off the main thing is the moment that you potentially could derail everything that you've worked for up until that point. Just like this young artist, I'm telling you. Long as he worked on perfecting what we heard on those records, he was good to go. But the minute the outside world got a glimpse of what he was creating, all the accolades started pouring in. And with that, there's people who have their own nefarious reasons for what they're trying to do and why they're trying to hype you up. And unfortunately, I had to cut my losses. When you get to the point where you start losing the weight that you thought you would never lose, don't start believing your own hype that you could take days off and you can start eating outside of what you've been doing, because what got you there is what's going to sustain you. I started slipping up, missing days here, started eating some of the wrong things here and there, and was justified it. And when you get to that point, you look up a month from now and you done put back on 5, 15, 20 pounds just that easily. And either you're going to give up or you're going to dig in and you're going to get back to the basics and get up out of that slump and learn from it and not make the same mistakes again. That's all I got for you guys, man. I just wanted to share that cautionary tale. Don't start believing your own hype, thinking that you can pause and enjoy it for a minute. Because I'm going to tell you, that minute is going to turn into a month. And before you know it, you're going to look up and everything that you worked for is going to be gone. Just like that. Take care of yourself. And as always, take care of your people. God bless. I'm out.